Evening all, we are back, we are live, we are on the StonerCraft roam with me, JP. I don't know why I sing the intro. I don't need to sing the intro. We're going to do a bit of a build along today. The last episode, I think I showed off plans for my end portal and the house I was going to build and many shiny things that I wanted to do. I've made a start on the house, as you may be able to see from the map. Well, let's give you a little tour of what I've been up to while I've been here. So we have our end portal there, and that's the new one that we're going to use as our frame to build around. And the house so far is looking good. We've got a lot of framework up. We've got a lot of the wall up. Most of the towers and stuff are up as well now. Let's get the chat up. Connect to the chat, please, so I can actually see if people say hello. Would be nice. There we go. I'm on. So the house is looking good. Good. Looking bigger than I thought it was. I haven't done all like the woodwork in the panels because I haven't decided what design I actually want to do or how I want to go about doing it. I also need to get rid of all the red blocks you see and make them into... It's drowned underneath me somewhere. I need to get rid of all the red blocks you see and make them into bark blocks, but bark is slightly more expensive than wood, so the idea was I'm going to make as much of it as I can and then just go around and replace them all with bark blocks afterwards, and then I'll have a stack of wood left over and not waste all the bark blocks because I'd have made the whole thing out of bark blocks or something and then would have been a big waste of wood. With it being survival. So I will, I'll go around. All the little red dots you see will be gone by the time it's finished. The windows are in. I just need to do now is the roof, basically. Finish off the tower. That tower needs to go up another level. That tower needs a roof. And then there's 3 windows there, and there. And then the roof goes back. And I think that's it. Inside I've done the floor. So we've got our... show you this first. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing some work on the portal. We've got our portal here, which is a tad bigger than your average portal. I mean, if you look at it from here, they're about the same size, but if you look at it from over here, this one is small. This one is far away. It's a pretty hefty portal. I should light it actually to make sure that's big enough. I think I've gone within the... I don't think that's the biggest it can be. I'm sure someone said it was like 21 by 21, and that's only like 15 by 19 or something like that, I think. So it's not that massive. Got a bit of wood to work with, a bit of purpley stuff, and obsidian left over. We've got some andesite and some coarse dirt, and a load of stone. We might need more than that. We might need extra bits and pieces. I might have some other blocks to throw in there and make it look a little bit more varied and pretty. But I had 2 designs that I had. I had a big rocky outcrop, which is the one we're going to go for, with like a big purple swirl around it, around the pillars that sort of wrapped around and went over the top and came down the other side, almost like a feather boa, but out of purple glass and blocks and things. And we had another design, which was like a big one of those trees with the portal in the middle. And what I actually did... Do I show you the finished product now, or do we do a build along with Jane? You can just be pleasantly surprised. I've combined the 2, basically. So we're going to have the big tree come up here and be up the side of the portal, and sort of wrap into the side of the portal, and then a nice thing on top that I didn't know if I wanted to do or didn't know if I could do, I've actually done and put in, and it's going to be really amazing. It looks phenomenal. I'm so impressed with myself. As soon as I did it, I sent it out, and I got a reply from... Who did I get a reply from? False Symmetry. I got a reply from saying, ooh, I'm going to build one in the Fantasy District, basically. So you might see my design on StonerCraft. Oh my god. That'd be amazing. That'd be like the peak of my Minecrafting career if something I designed ended up as like a design that someone tweaked or used or took inspiration from for Minecraft, for Hermitcraft, should I say. But yeah, the house is looking good. We have got, as I say, I've just torch spammed the entire ground floor for now. I've got some of the rooms sorted out. We've got a couple of bubble elevators in to get upstairs. The floor is in upstairs. We just need to partition off this with some walls, put some wooden pillars in, so we need lots of acacia wood, which is why I haven't bothered doing these little end bits yet, because screw it for now. Because by the time I've put the ceilings in and the roof in and things, you might not even be able to see half of these, so there's no point in going around tweaking them all if I'm just going to cover them up anyway. But stuff like this, I'll come around and do stuff like that as well. I like the red. The world doesn't have anything red in it particularly. Like this is meant to be like grey, but not really. So we got a little bubble elevators in. I was more worried about them being out the way up here, so they're just in the corners out the way. That leads to outside, so I might put another one or two in this corner that leads to the back garden, so it's like a speedy exit out of the house. But yeah, I wanted them kind of tucked away up here and easily accessible down here. So this was kind of the best place to put them, I thought. I mean, I could have had one over there and one over there that just led to the second floor. But, you know, it's just, it leaves more space for, at least more room for activities here. The staircase I completely ripped out and just put a far more simple one in. I thought with the house having such a grand design and being quite tall and quite large, didn't really need a Spanish style staircase that came down and then went out and then came down, then went in and then met up here. It just was a bit too cumbersome. So yeah, I just ripped the whole thing out and put a basic simple staircase in. I'll probably fill this bit up with slabs or wood blocks or something to make it just look full. And have that maybe run all the way to the wall or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. But, there's scaffolding pillars everywhere at the moment. These have been invaluable, I have to say. Fair play to the design of these things. Once you get used to them and how they work and what they're useful for, like having struts come off them or just having them available so you don't have to pillar up and you don't have construction dirt everywhere that you then have to break down. These things for tall, awkward, smooth builds are really, really invaluable. Because with a lot of my builds, I always try to make my houses like accessible on the outside. Like you could literally start at the bottom and climb to the roof, just because it made it easier to build that way. So if I had something that was like a spire, like a tower on it, you'd have like a little window that you could climb out of, and then you'd have like blocks going up the side of the building that you could like hop up and parkour your way up to the top of the building, which it didn't always look the best, but it just meant it was easy to access to build the roof. And so you could always like potter around the roof and build like secret entrances and things, which I have done up there. So we'll probably have some way of getting up there, maybe. Don't know yet. Yeah, like with the design I did on the Creative World, the top of that roof had a thing in it as well. So the house is coming along very nicely. I'm very happy with it so far. But today it is build along with Jay. We're going to make a start on the portal. I can't remember what I need next. I was like, it's just more wood. So I'll probably plant a load of saplings while I'm here now, just to get some acacia wood on the go. Got plenty of. There we go. Right, so I'll plant a load of these. Get these growing. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to StonerCraft Realm. I don't know if it's someone who has watched before. If you're a new viewer, please make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz, blah, 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 blah. You know, the usual rubbish that people ask you to do. I really don't mind. If you enjoy the stream, please let me know and I'll continue making content. And if you don't like it, don't watch. That's basically it. There's not much more to it than that, really. So, there we go. that should do me for now for saplings. Just eat some chicken. I have removed my cooked chicken machine. It is now gone. I've basically half filled up a chest and thought that'll do me for now. If I need more chicken, I can always make more chicken. But I've got so much food that I'm never going to get through. I was going to try and sell the chicken, but the lag on the server, having all those chickens cooking away at all times, was just more than it probably should have been. So I didn't bother in the end. Right. So let's go and make a start on our Uber portal. We will. I'll finish the house off stream. I think it's mostly done now. It's getting there anyway. Needs a few tweaks and a few bits of work done to it. We made the bridge in... No, it wasn't the last episode. That was the episode before, wasn't it? Last episode we did a little world tour. So this is episode 11, I think. I'm going to say 11 when it goes up on stream. Right, so the idea is this is going to look like a big rocky outcrop with a portal in the middle with lots of purple and a big tree next to it in a similar vein to these ones, but a bit chunkier and a bit less leafy. So we'll do the basics in stone for now. We'll just have a quick outline in stone. So it's going to come out maybe... So we need to be able to come out from it when we finish. So where's the middle? Let's have a look. 2, 3, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have an even middle bit. Is that a problem? I don't think it's a problem. I think that's probably actually better. Because that'll be your middle bit there. That's where you'll come out of said portal. So we'd have like a rocky outcrop coming up over here like so. Because as far as I'm aware, it doesn't matter how big your portal is, you'll still come out the centre of it regardless of where it is on the thing, so... So you come out somewhere like that. So when you exit the portal, you'll come out here and you'll have this kind of alcove here, I guess. So yeah, then you come out here and then that'd be it. So this is where you come in and out of the portal. We maybe do another one on the other side. That'll work. Yeah, that looks good. So maybe do a... I don't want that to block that off. Maybe something like that. So it feels like you're coming out of a cave, even though you're not. You're just coming out of a portal. So the portal won't look like anything when you come out of it. It's when you come out and you go, whoa, that's huge. So then we have the rocky outcrop will come all the way down around here. It will be 3 or 4 blocks out from the portal in every direction. So we'll probably do something like that. Come around here, a bit up here. Around here we'll fill all this in with more stone. Or yeah, stone's probably better because we have an abundance of stone. Gravel we're running a bit low on. So we just have something like that. That maybe... goes out there like that, and then we have this come out a bit more, and then that can come out to there. Then we have this to here like that. Fill all this up with stone, maybe make it a little bit rockier on the edges. That's gonna Well, I've given the option to come out the back as well. Yeah, so we'll have this basically the same on this side as well as we do on that side. Just another, maybe a little, slightly less rocky outcrop coming out over here. Come over here like this. Build this up a bit over here, and then I can come down and round over this side. That works. I basically just fill this in here. So this stuff you probably won't see anyway by the time it's all built and filled in and things, so. And we can start building this up. So this is going to be chunky around the corners here, because this is going to go all the way up to the top. There's a big, like, rocky, spirally, outcroppy looking thing, so. So we come up here like this, we come out a bit, leave gaps, make it a bit chunkier out in bits. So it's just a rough idea for now to give me a where we're going with it. I'm gonna come out here and this will come out here, come up around here a little bit. This is going to build up a bit over this side. I'm going to chunk this up a bit and bring it out. It's going to get a bit taller up to the top. I'll say there's going to be a big tree over this side, so realistically it doesn't need to be that thick over this side entirely. It just needs to look like a rocky outcrop. Blocks. Just make sure this is filled in. Should have brought some scaffolding with me, actually, would make more sense. We'll just see how this gets on for now, and then hope I don't fall off, because it does hurt. It's on the painful side to fall off of this thing, not going to lie. Issue I'm going to have is chunking it out underneath, so I'm going to need the scaffolding to get underneath here and make it just look a bit blockier, and maybe get this up a couple of blocks here. This needs to come out a bit wider because this is where the thing that's going on top is going to go. Our tree topper, if you will, is going to come out here. So we're going to need like a decent chunk of space for him to sit on. I'll show you him in a bit. He's very pretty. Yeah, he'll go on here, like this bit here. So this is going to be a little bit on the chunkier side, just to give him a platform. Basically give me space to work on. This is the idea. There's a spider beneath me. Can I plant a block on that? I can. Yes, there we go. Please don't knock me off. You don't want any part of me. I'm no threat to you. I'm 6.5 miles in the air. Leave me alone. I guess just fill this in a bit. I say we'll do all the other side properly with scaffolding and things eventually. So this is just for now, just to get a bit of shape to this. Can stuff spawn above my head? That could be bad. If a creeper spawns above my head and blows me up, I may actually die up here. I've yet to die on this server, I'm pleased to say, so far. Can I get a block under here somewhere? No. Let's see if I can get out a little bit more. Come around. Is that me out of stone? That's me out of stone for now. So let's just put that there, and then we'll just drop off. Let's see how this looks with no real care taken into the precision and placement of all the blocks. That's not too bad. Could do with being a little bit chunkier in places. That doesn't look bad. I'll say there's going to be loads of blocks put into it. This is just the basic skeleton of it. So that there's going to be blocks on the outside. It will all come together quite nicely. So let's grab a little bit more stone. I should have brought a bed with me. That would have been a logical thing to do. Jay, well done for getting that one. Probably should have lit up the top. So stuff isn't going to spawn on it, but we'll get to daytime soon enough. I basically made a freaking mob spawning cave system, which is a bad idea. Right, so we have... This bit needs filling in a bit. Again, chunky at the bottom, a bit thinner in the middle. Ow. You're just going to kill yourself, you know. Before you even take half a heart off me. There you go. Well done. You did some damage, you fool. Right, so we have that. There. Get up a little bit higher. Oh, no, I forgot to crouch. Oh, I did. No, I did crouch. What the hell? Oh, my God, what am I doing? There we go. Let's get me up here. Start building this up now. Really? Really? Do I have to go and get a bed? Oh, you guys fight each other? Yeah, that's fine. I've got my money on the guy on the right. Apparently neither of them can shoot for shit. Come on, righty. Come on, righty. Oh, goddamn. I'm watching a fight. Oh. Oh. Yay! Well done. Your prize is a sword to the face. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. Building this. There we go. Right. I get easily distracted. Sorry. It's fine. Just build, Jay. Just build. Just get up there. Get up there and do what you said you were going to do with the video. Shut up, inner monologue voice. What do you know? You didn't build it. You ain't the Minecrafter. You're just the voice in my head. I say this really just needs chunking up a bit on both sides. So we'll do this to here like this, come out a little bit more. This can come out a bit, maybe join up with there. And this can come up to here. We've got this block thing over here. It doesn't really need to be perfect at the moment. It's all can be tweaked later on. This is the voice of the later on. Bring that out a bit to there. That can go to there. That's chunk. A couple more blocks over here. Just chunk this out a bit. Ugh, and then we just get in here and get this a bit chunkier and see how that looks then. Let's have a look and see what we've got over here. We've got a villager. Do you have anything useful? Gunpowder. I don't really need any more gunpowder. Like 5 stacks and stuff at the moment. I've got enough rockets so when we get my wings to be getting on with. That's definitely chunkier. Oh, shit. Why are you guys here? Does my house count as a village? I don't have a bell. Oh, I might have raids on my house. Let's head back to the house and find out. I'm intrigued if my house counts as a village. Because if I'm going to have raid spawns now, that's going to make it very interesting. No, don't blow shit up. Do require your gunpowder, though. Yeah, do they just spawn over here now because I have enough villagers to mildly construe myself as a village? You... Go over there. That's another... Yeah, I think they're... Oh, God, why aren't I hitting him? Is he not there? Have I crashed? Have I broken everything? Oops. That'll be why it's not working. Who have we got on? Riley is a bot. Hi, Riley is a bot. Thank you for joining us. We've had some technical issues while I'm in the middle of building my my nether portal. Where's it going to put me now? Right in front of a creeper that's about to explode, I'm sure. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. How bizarre. Okay, right, so it's put me back like a minute. How weird's that? I wonder why I did that. It's like a weird rollback thing. Maybe the bosses had to do something with the server. Oh well, we don't have an army of evil villagers. Are you still the same guy? You are still the same guy. How bizarre was that? I really don't know if that would have counted as if I went back to my house, if that would have counted as me picking a fight with a village. Oh, we do still have him. Which would suggest to me that his flag-bearing counterpart would still be around here somewhere. Where would he came over here? They wandered up to here, so they should be. There's a creeper. There's a zombie. There's a spider. No, maybe not. Oh, forward scout is. We'll leave him to it. He can scout all he wants. He's never gonna find my villagers. They're hidden underground. Okay, so how are we looking with this then? This is looking a bit Lego-y over there. But as I say, it's totally a work in progress and will be much chunkier. Oh, let's have another chicken. Let's get up there a second. Do a bit of work. I might run back and get some scaffolding. Yes, I might run back and get some scaffolding blocks at some point. Oh, for God's sake, Jay. Just build the bloody portal, will you? So let's... And I was a little bit more chunk to it, I think. Yeah, that looks better. That looks much better. That's a little bit collapsible, I guess, would be the right word to describe that. It looks a little bit anemic in the middle. So if we can get... Why, game? Why? Why must you mock me in front of the fans? Yes, fine, I can't climb things. I am useless at parkour. Leave me alone. It's my own fault for designing a place like this. That's just a giant maze of rock. So we do that, and then bring that down, and then bring that down, and then we can get up there and bring this down a bit and out, and then bring it out here like that, and then we just make this a little bit chunkier, and then we can have this come out here like that, and then we can bring that down to there. That already looks a lot better. Still a little bit ledgy in the middle over there. That's a word, I'm going to go with it. It's this bit here. This is the problem. This is the problem area. Found your problem, officer. You've managed to make it look too ledgy. I'm going to go with that as a word now. Ledgy is bad. Ledgy means it looks like ledges, which is not what you want when you're building a giant rocky outcrop. They are rarely in ledge form. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me. I'm just putting blocks down. And then we can, from that to that, make it look slightly less blocky and things. There we go. Let's have a look at that then. How does this look as a big rocky nether portal? That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. That looks alright. Let's grab something else to just make it look a little bit decent. What tat have I got on me here? Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the tat. Bit of purple wool. Bit of glass. I didn't bring a crafting table with me. That's a rookie move. God damn it, Jay. Basics. Basics, Jay. Crafting table. You need crafting tables for things. Can't even put it there. There's a llama in the way. God damn. Right, that should do for that. Let's get rid of you, get rid of you. Let's put you in my inventory, put you in my inventory. Let's fill you up. Don't need you and you. Let's put you in my inventory. Let's get a little bit of a different texture in there. See, it's not all just plain stone. Maybe throw a bit of cobble in later on, but for now, just pepper it just a little bit of seasoning. Just make it look like it's a little bit different. A little outcrow here, like a little cave there made of andesite just sticking out the top. That's fine. That'll look good. That'll look great. There you go. That's fine. Then we have a little bit of andesite here. Fill the gaps in. Maybe look a little bit chunky around there. So it's not looking quite so thin. Or get rid of that block there because that's too much. It's not just think it's too much, but that was a bit too much. Let's put that in there, that in there. There we go around. And we've done the entire base with andesite. So replace some gravel with stone and rocks and things. That already looks much nicer, I think. Already has a little bit more artistic flair. Do that, and then I can get up there and put some more on top of that. You can have a bit in there, like so. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. So we're going back to get building blocks, Jay. I was, but I changed my mind. All right. I really wanted this to look cool at the base level, and then we'll work up from there in a second when we get some bamboo out. How's this looking then? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's looking better. It's looking much chunkier. There's a little bit of texture to it. It doesn't look all like smooth grey stone. I don't want too much of this up the top, and you'll see why shortly. But we do want just little nuggets of this stuff. Like that. Like there. Just see a little bit of purple, just goes a long way. That maybe is a little bit too much there, but the idea is I want this to kind of come out of here. Like so. You have like a few outcrops of purple that sort of stick out the wall like that, and it sort of comes through the wall and it'll burst out the other side. Maybe we throw a bit of our, what was the other block we had to throw in on this? A bit of obsidian. Maybe have a bit of obsidian like that, and then we have this bit here going into there. That's obsidian there, that's obsidian there. We have a bit more purple wool with a bit of glass coming off it. And this will come around to here. Maybe drop down a bit and come around across this way. before spiraling up. That bit there, that's going to go up there, I think. It's going to be the plan. Stop you there so I can get up there a second. So we're going to have the purple come all the way up here, like so. So then we have our glass filling it up a bit. See what I can reach with my hands. There we go. Let's get that to there. Put a bit of glass there. We have a bit of glass panes coming up here, like so. So you can just see that coming off. A bit more glass here, there, and everywhere. We have a bit of obsidian in there, tucked away. Maybe a bit in there, tucked away, and some around here. So you can just see a bit of obsidian coming off the walls. We need a bit more glass on that. Bit of purple wool to there. How does that look then from the outside? It maybe needs to be a little bit thicker. This bit needs filling in as well. So we have some purple wool there. I need to get up there somehow. Let's go around here. This will be easy. So chuck that in there a second. Right. Let's see how that looks. And look, that needs a little bit more here, I think. Maybe another bit of wool there. Bit of obsidian chunked in there. So it'll go up here, wrap around there. Head up there, over the top, come down there and maybe hit the root of the tree over that side. I say it needs beefing out a bit. A little bit more structure to it, so maybe I could put a bit more. If I sort of tuck somewhere around the site into here, so it just like frames it a bit more, so you can see the blocks kind of sticking out through the rock, maybe. Something like that. So it doesn't just look like it's stuck on the rock, so it looks like it's actually burrowing in through the rock, and you can see it between the cracks in the rock. Get some cobblestone to look a bit dishevelled. I think that'll look right. I'm going to go and grab a bed. I'm going to go grab some bamboo. I'm going to not go across the river because I can't get out again. Let's take the bridge. The bridge I built for just such an occasion. The idea was the bridge there so I can get to the portal from my house easily, and I never use the damn thing because I just run around it. Right, so I require an bed. I'm probably going to need a little... I don't know if I'm going to bother lighting it up. I don't think it needs lighting up. I might like try and hide some glowstone in it. Just so it looks a bit lit up. Where is my... Is that all I've got? It can't be all I've got. I know there's a load around the house, but there's some more. Give me some string. Give me some bamboo. There we go, that's better. That's a bit more than... That's a reasonable amount of scaffolding for now. Tuck that away in there. Oh, other thing I built off camera that I haven't shown you guys yet. I killed all you guys. Stop breeding! Oh my god. Sometimes I can't play Minecraft. You just have to get used to my ineptness at this game. It happens. I forget. So we've got the sheeps as usual. I went a bit further down and I stuck in a kelp farm, which is currently only on 1 smoke at the moment, but it's... Yeah, so I've put out a fuel in there. But I've just been... 1 smoker's enough for what I need at the moment. It's actually running faster with 1 smoker than it can cook, so... That's fine for now. I actually think 20 is probably way more than I'm ever going to need. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 maybe? So I'll give it another 5. That's 15 in there now. So that should be enough to cook all that and anything extra throws at it until it runs out without wasting ridiculous amounts of kelp. As I say, it's just a little, very basic one. I need to put glass across the top because I seem to be wasting the odd bit. But to be honest, I'm making that much now. My eventual plan is I will go back a bit further, maybe put another 24 and just have that run all the way down and back again. And then I'll put another smoker on there and have twice as much output. But for now, just for my own personal use, I've already got half a stack of dry kelp blocks, and I only put this in last night. So it's only been there 12 hours, and I've barely been on using it. So it's looking good. Right, so we have... a bed, we have some scaffolding, we have the need for more glass. Where's our glass? So we smelt some sand while we are here. Where is our sand? 2, 3, 4 stacks of sand should be plenty. I need some purple dye. Have I got any sand in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, got some iron. Nice. I forgot I'd been cooking iron. Oh, there's some more. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Oh, there's some more. Jesus Christ, did I do a whole stack and just forget I put it in? Has someone been using my furnace to cook their iron and not told me? It's my iron now, if you have. Apologies, but dibs. Oh no, I'm pretty sure that was mine. Right, so we have some glass cooking up. Let me go and have a look and see what dyes we have. Where's my roses? Let's go and get some of you. Let's get some bone meal on the go. And let's just... I have no grass now. This was a mistake. Gravel was a mistake. That's fine. No grass outside my door anymore. Let's make a load of these. Make sure we keep ourselves with just have 5 in case of emergency. Have backup roses. Let's make all you into red dye. Let's grab ourselves a bit of lapis, which I actually have plenty of. I didn't think I had that much. That's more than enough purple dye. What have I still got? Spares of lapis can go back in the box. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, how are you guys doing? Getting there. Some more obsidian in there. Oh, there's some more bone meal there, actually. There's my light grey dye. Let's grab you as well, just in case I need it. Should I put some light grey concrete in there? I think that'd look weird. Don't think that'd suit it. Maybe some black glass, maybe? No, I need that for the house. Still, I'm going to need more than that for the house, actually. I think I've got 3 little windows. 3 little windows to do. Maybe 20 blocks each, maybe just short. We'll find out. We'll find out on that one. That's not really a big deal. Nom 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 nom. Let's just get all this out. Make sure I've got my shovel equipped, so at least I'm getting any free XP that's not going to my armor goes to that. There should be plenty of glass to be getting along with. I've got... Yeah, that should be enough for now. Okie dokie. Right, so let's throw spare glass in there. Let's throw the purple dye in there for now, just so it's out of the way. Bring you with us, just so I've got it on me. Still a llama in there? That's weird. I expected him to despawn by now. I guess he's my llama now. I guess I have a pet llama that I didn't ask for. It's looking okay. It's looking a bit flat. Could do with maybe coming out a bit more in like a volcano-y kind of shape. But for now, let's get a bed down. Get my shulker out the way. Don't need you. Don't need you. Keep the stone and stuff for now. It's a bit of spare gravel. I'll keep the gravel on me just in case. There's some spare glass. Scaffolding's good. So we want some glass on there. We don't need the gravel at the moment. We do want some purple wool. And we want my scaffolding blocks to get me up there. How's that looking then? That's fine. So we... What the hell? I am crouched. Why aren't you? I thought it was... The base. There we go. Confused the bejesus. I don't need to. Yeah, screw that. So we can do like that, and then maybe a bit of you in there, a bit of you around the sides there, like that. Then we come up a bit more, and then we can get in here with some andesite and just chunk this out a bit. How does that look? Yeah, not bad. Again, needs to just chunk up a little bit there. Okay. That works. And then we just bring that out over there like that. Put a little bit there. Yeah, that looks better already. Maybe chuck a little bit of purple wool in that gap there. I suppose it's coming down and round, and that maybe looks a little bit sporadic. Could do with maybe coming out a little bit more, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Don't be wasting valuable resources getting them stuck, Jay. Come on. Someone took a shot at me. Tried to kill me, the bastards. Let's see how high up this gets us. Pretty high. Okay, that's good. So we have the purple wool. Coming up here. Have the glass with a bit of obsidian in there, tucked in, just chunk like that. A bit of glass. That comes round and under here, so we have the wool following over here, I guess. Comes up over the top like this, so we have the wool up over this bit. Comes out a bit from the side, so it's over here, and then it's going to come across around here and down this side of the thing. Maybe comes out and around this way like this, so it sort of spirals around the outside. How does that look? I can't see it from here. I will have it underneath there as well. Yeah. You do you. You do you, man. It's fine. Whatever you want. Enjoy. Oh shit. Not a wizard. Oh shit. Oh, well, it's not a witch even. Gosh darn it. Oh, I'm actually going to die here. No! Motherfuckers. My first death always comes at the hands of a witch. At least across the stream. You bastard. That the witches, man, so OP. Oh well. How annoying. I don't think witches should be that strong. I really don't. I don't think they should just throw a potion that either takes all your health off you. I think that's just unfair. Especially when you try to fight two things at once. Let me just sleep. Gosh darn it. Right, so that is something to be getting on with. And we're going to end on the death, I think. That'll be the end of this episode for now. But I'll continue this as like a part 2 build along with Jay, and we'll do the rest of it, and we'll try and get the tree in the next episode next up. I will... Well, I'll tell you what, I'll show you what the end design is going to look like, so you have an idea of what we're actually going for. Now, I think if you've seen the previous episode where I showed you the portal, you'll see it, but what I'm actually doing now with the tree and the very nice thing on top that I didn't know if I was going to be able to do or not. You may have just had a quick glimpse of it there at the thumbnail. Let me show you my creative world where I built this design, and we'll see. Well, I need to have a look anyway to see what blocks, if I've missed blocks that are useful or things that need to go on it. So that's what it's gonna look like. Here's the design itself. So we've got the portal itself. The purple thing I might bring out. Yeah, I might, where it comes over the top, I might do this bit on that side so it like comes across and out and round the front. And round the portal itself. At the moment it's a bit stuck in the wood. It's not like its own entity. So the idea is this comes up and swirls around. So I need more wool. That's the thing. It needs to be thicker on the wool. The wool is the main bit. So I need more purple wool. But this is my little friend who's going to sit on top of the portal and guard it for me. There was a guy called... was it like Trilbix Gaming who did the initial... like the body design, like the front, the chest, the head... and I was watching his tutorial, and it was an old video of his, so I'd never watched his stuff before, and he was building it as he went, like he was filming it as he built it, if that makes sense. So he hadn't built it and then was replicating it, he was building it from scratch, the same way I have been doing my portal. So it's kind of like it wasn't really a big a builder's guide to how to build it block by block, because he kept coming and going, oh no, I don't like that, tear that down and put that back and then do that. So you try to build along with it. You're just like, oh geez, where's he gone now? What bits are he breaking down? So we got to about here, and I just went, oh screw it, I'm just going to make it myself. So the tail I did, and the wings I did. So that I'm going to need a lot of purple glass on it. But yeah, so the purple wool I need more of. Here's the tree that's going to be up the side of it. But the actual build itself is mainly stone and andesite. Yeah, that's basically what I used, wasn't it? There was no extra blocks. So there's a bit of coarse dirt mixed in. I don't think I want the coarse dirt all the way up there, but it was just to add a bit of colour. But the purple needs to be thicker, so I need more purple wool. The obsidian's quite prominent, and I don't really want to have to go mining more obsidian if I can help it. But yeah, the wool does come away. There's a bit of polished andesite in there as well. Okay. This stuff was just there, so I had a block for him to stand on, but I don't want that in there because that just looks terrible. But yeah, so this needs to come up a bit more and be big shards of it and things. But the dragon itself is going to be the fun bit. I don't know how I'm going to build him yet. I'm obviously going to build him like that, but I don't know how I'm physically going to be able to build him, because it's a bit complicated for survival. But I do want him to look like that. So I might just have to... It's just going to have to be scaffolding everywhere. I'm just going to have scaffolding on every block ever. And just work around that. But yeah, I think it looks alright. What else have we got down here then? What's this? It's just more... Oh, we had some... I need to go find some mycelium. That was the idea, wasn't it? I wanted the soil to be mycelium around it. Yeah, maybe a bit of coarse dirt under the tree, but that's about it. I don't want it coming up here. That was just to see what I do. A bit of polished andesite, maybe. Yeah, I could do that. Just give it a bit of a shiny block. But yeah, so we need more wool. The wool needs to be chunk as opposed to sparse. Because what I've done is I've done wool, 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 lots of glass. Whereas it needs to be lots of wool and lots of glass and quite a bit of obsidian. I don't know why I put the quartz blocks in there. Again, I think that was just what I had on hand for him to stand on, because I kept moving his legs and the back legs. I think he started on the back legs, and I went, do you know what? I'm just going to make it myself, and it'll do. So the back legs are... So from the waist of the dragon back, from basically where the wings join back, is my design, and the front is his. But... I'll have to have a look and see if I can find the original video. But it's about 4 or 5 years old now. That's the finished house, if you didn't see it in the last video. So that's what the house is going to look like when it's done. So as you see, I'm up to basically this beam here on the house. So we need to do the windows, there, and there. We need to do the roof all the way back. We need to do an extra layer in the tower on there, and then the flags, the tower on there with the flag. And then the roof for the stables, and then the house is done. And then I need to decide what I'm going to do with the wooden bits here, because at the moment I'm not a big fan of the Y shape in there. It looks a little bit like a penis, especially on the smaller ones around the back. If you look at that, it's like, hey look, there's a penis, hey look, there's a penis. And maybe I don't particularly want a penis house. It wasn't part of the plan anyway. So yeah, so the original one was just the rocky outcrop with the purple around it, and then we had this tree with the portal in it, which I do still quite like. But I thought I'll combine the two and just have a big tree against that. And then this beautiful creature sitting on top. I love the wings. I think the wings came out really nice. They're a little bit... Because it's glass, there's a little bit of like layering problems with it. But when you just look at it from a distance, just look at that. How cool is that? So that's going to be my house. That's going to be my end portal. They're going to be 2 spectacular builds when they're done. But we'll leave it there for that one for now. That's episode 11 complete. Go and do something productive with the rest of your day. And I will probably continue. I'll restart the stream shortly. And the next episode on YouTube will be up in a couple of days. Toodaloo.